Antoniesberg Pass is a rough, steep gravel pass which crosses the Groot Rivier on the northern side of the Baviaanskloof Mountains via a river crossing just below a weir without any bridge. Whilst the pass itself is a mere 5 kilometers long, it is the access roads which makes the driving of this pass something of an adventure. You will not be able to drive this pass without being in a 4x4 vehicle with good ground clearance. Adventure bikers will need to be reasonably experienced to handle this road, as it is long, rough, steep and dangerous over many sections. Located 21 kilometers northwest of Potensie, this remote pass will knock your socks off. Getting there is a major effort, and you will need to allow several hours to complete the journey from Potensie to Willowmore. The road is, to all intents and purposes, a northern version of the Baviaanskloof Traverse and provides a scintillating and much tougher alternative. The scenery is quite stunning and very different to the Baviaanskloof. The Groot River has formed a canyon high up in the mountains which continues all the way into the Baviaanskloof. This is the same river that you cross at the Groot Rivier Poort as you enter or exit the Baviaanskloof on the R331. Fuel up at Potensie and then take the gravel road which climbs steadily over Stuurmanskop and loops into a double S-bend for the climb up to Kraaibosch, Geelhouterboom and the Grasnek farms. The first part of this gravel access road is 15.4 kilometers long and has an altitude gain of 739 meters. Immediately after the telecoms tower near the summit, you should take the jeep track that heads off to the left. The going is slow on this jeep track and you will get to the Antoniesberg Pass in approximately 2 hours. The pass itself begins just adjacent to the Antoniesberg farmstead. Being able to drive along the summit ridge provides fabulous views on both sides of the road, alternating between meadows, mountains, ravines and valleys. The views to the right are of the Groot Winterhoek Mountains, with the jagged ridge of peaks known as the Coxcomb ranging between 1640 and 1758 meters, dominating the skyline. Just after the first S-bend, a beautiful view opens up in front of you, where you can stop anywhere you like and look down a vertical precipice to the Groot Rivier Poort some 220 meters below you. From this vantage point you can see most of the pass as it meanders down the hillside and its steep route up the other side of the river. It's a good spot to savor the moment and the privilege of being able to get to places like this. The descent is very steep and rocky, with the gradient as severe as 1 in 3 in certain places. The road will drop 292 meters over the next 2.5 kilometers. For the duration of the descent into the valley, you will enjoy spectacularly changing views of the Poort. Be sure to watch part 2 of this video series on the Antoniesberg Pass.